Hello, my name's Sean Evans.
My name's Brad Evans. I'm from LaFountain, Indiana.
I'm from Lansing, Michigan, and we are Evans Racing. We
Yep.
have a YouTube channel, Rex to Race Cars, at Rex to Race Cars. We have been doing this for several years. He's been in it longer than me. How long have you been racing?
9 years.
9 years racing. I have 2 under my belt, and we take old cars like these 4 cylinders and we make them into race cars. That's kind of our jam. We just find what we can and squeeze as much power out of them and run them on tracks. That's why it's called Rex Race Cars.
So you'll race this car tonight with 4 cylinders?
This car will be in with the 4 cylinders. We have another car that's already built. It's a Cavalier. We built that last year. That replaced a car that was wrecked. How'd you wreck it?
Coming out of turn 4 at Montpelier and blew a tire, sent me into the wall.
So you're the driver of the car.
Yeah, I'm the driver of the car.
He's a driver. I'm
Also
a
fix it,
part-time
too.
driver. Yeah, he's a team mechanic. I do whatever I need to do. Media relations. We just kind of started something as a family, something to remember down the road. That's why I've been filming it. We're not getting any younger, and my kids aren't interested. His kid is. Jack's going to be running a car soon, and I'll be running next year, probably my final year racing. But I've got a car in the works. It'll be another Cavalier. We take junk Cavaliers, put them out on the track. The current car I'm driving is going to be a $300 car, plus whatever we have to fix on it.
So do you buy these cars off of people, or do you go to...
Yeah, we just cruise Facebook Marketplace, find something we think we can fix up.
That's
Get
how
the
we found
part.
this thing.
Yeah, this is off Facebook Marketplace as well. This thing was like $1,000.
Yeah, we chewed them down.
$1,000 car. Throw our cages in them. We just recycle our cages from car to car. So this is a $1,000 car. I've got a $300 car, and we just keep all the important parts. So like when these cars are used up, we just junk them. We take what is good on them and we recycle them into the next car.
And do you have sponsors?
This year is kind of a rebuild year, but we do have 2 sponsors. We have Auto Value, and BG Chemicals has hooked us up with some free chemicals this year. They've been really good to us. They help us with our oil, our engine maintenance fluids, like we do MOA.
Yep. And then the fuel system uses 44K. Helps clean the fuel system, keep the engine decarbonized.
So now, are all your cars 93E, or do you change the number?
Now, I've been keeping the same number. I've had the same number for about 5 years now. His car is the 119, and then the other car that will be out here in a couple of weeks, it's the 2J for 2 Jacks Racing. That'll be out here in a couple of weeks.
And now, on the engine, do you take the engines and put them in different cars too?
So like the Cavaliers are easy. They're all 2.2 Ecotechs. And we actually ripped out the junk one out of my car last night.
Yeah.
And we just keep one good one. We get them off of, we blow one up. We just cruise the marketplace for another one. And, we don't
It's
pay
too expensive to try and rebuild them and take them apart, put them back together.
We did that one year, and it exceeded the value of doing it. And
the
you can
machine shop work. And
Yep. You can slap some parts in it and be okay, but you don't want to take them too far down. Timing set is always needed. Water pump,
yeah.
oil pump. Those are the straightforward parts. After that, I kind of question your sanity. We did it once. It was an experience, but I don't think I would do it again.
Cost benefit of it all.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to start racing, where
Facebook Marketplace, find a Cavalier that runs, look underneath the car, make sure that the back end's not rotted out, the frame rails. And Cavaliers are notorious for rotted out
K-frame.
K-frame or engine suspension cradles.
We did a K-frame last night on my replacement car. That's one of the more major parts. But the good news is they're making K-frames now for the Cavaliers. So you can get a K-frame for about $270, which sounds pretty salty, but it's an integral part of the car. You can't run with a rusted up K-frame.
And finding one used is getting very difficult because of the age of the vehicles now. So it's good that there's a aftermarket source for them.
And you said you had a YouTube channel and
Yeah, this is our third season for Rex to Race Cars. It's just a family-oriented show. We just show you the process sometimes, a lot of in-cam footage where we've got, in-car. We're going to run tonight 3 cameras. We're going to have in-car from his point of view, and then we'll have one pointing backwards so you can see what's going on behind him. And then I will be filming track side. So I'll be running 3 cameras. We'll edit that down and try to tell a story with that footage. I'll try and get a driver's interview. That's kind of like I want to try that a little bit more this year. Big thing about when you start a YouTube channel, there's no rules, right? But I didn't want to be that channel that just did I went racing, here's the camera footage of it. I wanted to be more, okay, what goes into the show? Because there's a lot of effort that goes into racing. The fans don't see that. They don't understand all the hours that go into these cars. And it doesn't matter what class you run. You're going to put a lot of time and effort into it if you're, wanting something as a result. And one of the things you can do as a racer is maybe document that. You may not be racing every year. There'll be a day where you'll say, this is the last day I can go out. And what did you take with you from that? And I wanted to have something I could show grandkids or kids, say, look, this is what Grandpa did a long time ago. Or, hey, let's watch this during Thanksgiving because we want to chit-chat about racing. Like, I put a whole marathon episode up on, Memorial Day? We were just sitting around having a picnic. I put all season 2 together into 4K, and if you wanted to do that, I did it for Thanksgiving because, if there wasn't anything to do, you at least watch racing, right?
And there's people out there that have no clue as to how to start doing this and want to know how to start.
Our first couple episodes go over that.
Yeah, the first couple episodes, yeah, exactly, that show how do you get started doing it. What do you got to do?
Yeah.
Well, there's no complete series that show you what to do from start to finish.
Yeah.
But, if you get to see the beginning credits, you'll see him and I standing next to a Cavalier, his old yellow one, me beginning the process of removing the windshield, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, it's actually a really good series. I'm just learning. Everybody learns. Even when you get out here on the track, you're learning. And there was a kid in Testontune. He was driving a little Mustang, and I talked to his dad and his granddad, I'm assuming, and he was like kind of nervous. And I said, you know what? Just run your own race. Nobody's gonna bother you at the bottom of that track. Stay at the bottom until you're ready to start sectoring up and getting higher and going faster. Stay at the bottom. There's no shame in that. You're learning how to run a car. So, first advice, get yourself a car. If you don't know how to weld, get somebody to build you a strong cage. You can cut the tops off these cars and weld them back together. That's what we do. We don't assemble them. I mean, this car got assembled, but most of the time we're just cutting the top off, lowering the cage in, welding it into the car, and welding the top back on. So we're just recycling these things over and over again.
Keeps your investment pretty low cost.
For racing, you can at least lower costs. There's no way around it. It's always expensive. Our YouTube channel is Rex to Race Cars, and it's at Rex to Race Cars. have this episode probably on my channel out in about 2 weeks. This is not my full-time job. I got other things to do. I work full-time, and this is just something that I wanted to be able to document and have fun. And hopefully people that like dirt racing, I also try to bring awareness to these tracks. If you don't go to them, they're not going to stay open. Our home track closed.
Yeah.
What track was that?
Our home track was Montpelier.
And the other one is Gas City.
Gas City closed as well. So we have to travel a couple hours no matter what to go to a track. So if you like Shady Hill and you go to Shady Hill, you need to go to Shady Hill. Get your friends to go to Shady Hill, because if you don't, this track will close. It's just a simple matter of economics, because when Montpelier closed, it was a sad day for everybody in that part of the state. There really isn't anything close on that side of the state.
Yeah, unless you want to go to Circle City or
Circle City be your closest,
switch up
and that's
to
a Friday
asphalt.
night. Not everybody can go out on Friday night. We work, It'd be tough to go on. I mean, our spouses can't make it. They work, So if you like Saturday night racing and you like Shady Hill, you need to go and,
support your local tracks.
support your tracks. Come on, it's a cheap ticket. How much you spend at the movie theater, You get a whole night of entertainment. What does it cost? I don't even know what it costs. Probably like $15 to get in here. Maybe.
12.
Right? 12? See, there you go. It's even cheaper than going to the movies. Right?
Yeah, as long as you don't go to the pits. That's 35.
Yeah, so $35 for pits is also reasonable,
Yeah, they got a great concession stand as well.
Yeah, the concessions are pretty good here. I have no complaints. This is my second time here. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this track. I think it's got a nice small town feel. I think that's kind of a gem when you think about it. You can go to bigger tracks. I've been to a few that are pretty cool, but I like Shady Hill. I like the seating here. Can't beat the seating here.
Yeah.
Seating's excellent. I've never been a place that had such good seating. Can't beat it. I've never seen it better. So anyways,